So my most effective audience engagement was Instagram, and I think it was easier to do that because for one, it was just pictures, and I was able just to upload them, rather quickly. It's not like a video where I have to go and shoot something and then edit it and do all that kind of stuff. I could just take a picture of what I'm doing, writing, you know, editing or whatever. Just take a picture real quick, upload it, and I find that using hashtags, I'm able to get a response relatively quickly. Some of my pictures are getting like 60 views or 60 likes. I'm sorry, which is bigger than some of the videos that I make. Um, and so I think the reason why I'm getting the feedback that I am is because I'm able to use all these hashtags, and people are scrolling through and they're looking through all these different random hashtags and movies, films, stuff like that. And because I can put these on there, it's easier for them to follow. I'm getting a an audience that way, and one thing that has been pretty pretty cool besides the likes, and I'm actually getting followers. I'm starting to get more and more followers every day, is the comments that I'm starting to get, which I've never had like an interaction with people. That people are commenting saying, "Hey, this is really cool. I really like this project that you're working on. I really like what you're doing here. It's cool, showing the behind the scenes of what's going on." So that's really really cool. There's an audience interaction, which I really really want, and I've never had before. So I'm very excited to keep going with that. Um, the data changing the social media marketing plan, um, it doesn't really, the data that I found searching for my niche, which is helping people and teaching people and letting them learn for watching me go through the learning process of being a filmmaker and starting my own business and stuff like that. The data points that I looked at just solidify what I actually want to do, and help me to keep going. It gives me motivation knowing that there is a market for this thing that I want to do. Um, the data points that I looked at, the views that videos were getting on how tos and DIY and that kind of content was very very high. And everybody nowadays, people are going straight for, instead of reading, going to the library like they used to and reading a book about how to build something or how to do something or how to learn something. It's very easy to go on YouTube and type in something, and then boom, you have someone that teaches you how to do it really quick and easy. um, and then you can take that, or you can watch a bunch of them and then do your own thing, especially like as an artist learning a program, editing program or a 3D program or something like that. As an artist, you want to do your own thing, so you don't watch one and then implement it because you're not being an artist. You're just mimicking somebody. If you watch a bunch of them and you understand how the software works, you're able to implement that. So, I think my niche is which is helping people and teaching people. It's not changing what I want to do. It's not going to change how I do it because there is a market there, and I think it'll work just fine. Um, um, how I market myself, who I market myself to is not going to change either. Um, I'm marketing myself to the people who want to learn, the people who want to watch, because that's the same way I learned, is by watching people do what I want to do. I think that's one of the greatest thing, the greatest types of learning is watching people actually do. Um, it's the same thing as if you go on the job and get experience by doing. It's you first start off, you're watching the mentor do it in front of you, and then you go behind them and you do it. And I think that's one of the best ways to learn about things. And it's certainly, excuse me, it's certainly how I learn effectively. So that's not going to change. How I market to them will change. I think I need to let myself be more human. I'm very, very reserved, and I don't like to do things unless I know they're going to work and I know they're going to be good. And that's huge for an artist to move past, because you are going to make mistakes, especially in the filmmaking industry. You are going to make mistakes, but it's whenever you are able to um, just keep at it and make something good. I'm not saying make something that's not good, but make something, and it may not be polished and perfect, but make something, get it out there. And especially in my niche where I want people to learn from me, I need to be able to accept that everything's not going to be perfect, and I can go and do these different things and fail at them potentially, but still have an audience that receives them, because that's the whole point of it anyway. I'm too wrapped up in making it perfect that I end up not posting anything at all, or not anything, often, which is a big issue that I need to deal with. But yeah, I think my audience is the same as it's going to be, and the same as it's always been from the very, very beginning. And I also think that how I market myself might change a bit, but for the most part, it's going to stay pretty similar.